Hey guys, today I have a little Senlat game for you. I have a lot of video ideas planned, and I am procrastinating on them, but don't worry, I will get them out eventually. For now, though, I have a short little game here to show you. It's not the most impressive game, it's not the biggest game, it's not the highest ace game, although it is an ace game, spoilers. It's sort of one of those games where there's like a story behind it or a lesson to be learned sort of thing. And that's to stay alive. Staying alive is the best way to support your team because if you're dead, you can't support your team at all. As long as you're alive, you help your numbers advantage. You help with that mindset mentality of having the numbers to play with. If you're immediately down like 11 to 8, that team with 11 feels superior. They have that mentality of we're winning. And then the team with the 8 thinks, we're losing. They don't play to the best of their ability. So staying alive and keeping your numbers up and being able to support your team with your own gun is the best way to help win. And you'll see why I'm saying that here in a moment, because I'm all alone over here. Even though I took a very aggressive position, I was hoping by getting into this position, I could, spot them as they're coming out. But I have one tank destroyer out there for me. And there's two liberties, and one of them is rushing. So far, taken 0 damage, and I've done 800 already. If you guys don't know what this gun is, it's quite a short reload, quick firing gun. And HE is actually quite unique. It's grenades. They quicken your reload, they do less damage, and they only have 150-meter distance allowed. But we're just now running, and we're 6.0 run and gunning, getting all the damage potential out that we can, and now we just have to get out of it. We were rushed by 2 heavy tanks. Both of those heavies came after me, and we only took 1 shot of damage. My entire team went on the right side of the map, so that's how we're going to play this. We're playing it split. For some reason, this light tank's looking down this lane. Did not expect that, so I do take another hit, and now I'm kind of stuck. If those heavies keep pushing me, which I doubt they are because they would be spotted by now, then I'm pinched. And this light tank with an autoloader notices that I'm quite an easy target, so my running isn't over. I'm not out of the woods just yet, and here's another auto-loading light tank who puts another round into me. So, even though I had to get away from those heavies and completely abandon that flank, I'm not out of the woods yet. I have 2 lights now that see me as easy picking. Luckily, I got away though. Just dodged another shot there though. So I have 400 hit points to play with now. And it is 13 to 12, so how am I gonna utilize the fact that I was able to live? How am I gonna stay active in the match with 400 hit points? Well, I'm gonna pass it down. I'm gonna use these bushes and I'm gonna try and snipe and also spot at the same time. And I think it'll work. I have hope. Removing that light tank is very crucial. I do get spotted, so I have to run away from the bush. And we're winning. 11 to 10. Again, that mindset, that mentality that we have the numbers advantage. If I was dead right now, it'd be tied. And they wouldn't have an extra light tank. Now we have 2 versus their 0. We got rid of both of their lights. And even though this is quite a small map, having light tanks on any map is very important. Now I just get to sort of shoot into their spawn here. It is 9 to 9. Artie's almost dead. That'd be nice to be removed from the match. But remember how my team was all on the right side. They obviously won the top left. And now you can see, I believe that's, yeah, both heavies are pushing the B line. 3 heavies actually are pushing the B line. And if our team loses that, they have the potential to cap us out. But we are pressuring their cap now, so. And we're still winning 8 to 7. Again, if I was dead, there'd be times where we were down 1 or even tied. And that can change people's mindsets in an instant. But now that we're winning 8 to 6, the team might start being a bit too aggressive. They might think, we've got this bag, it's game over. But instead of worrying about all that, I see this STA2 coming through the middle. I tried going into the bush to spot him, then backing out of the bush to when the bush goes back to being opaque instead of transparent, you can usually shoot through the bush and not worry about getting spotted. But I think I got spotted by the medium to my left, not the ST. Luckily, though, he has a cupola, and he's letting me shoot it. And there's a T-77 in the middle now. So even though I'm 400 hit points and I'm a light tank, I'm providing pressure on some crucial players right now. Them having the ditch in the middle of the map is kind of a good position, especially that T-77 being on top, giving him support against one heavy. But my heavy's not alone. I have his back until he goes behind this building. And the M6 dies. It was just a tier 6 heavy 2 against 2 tier 8, so I was trying my best to help him out. Unfortunately here, you see my distance says 288 meters, so as much as I wanted to switch to grenades to quicken my reload to take down that building even quicker, again, remember I said that the grenades only have 150 meters distance. That is their effective range, and they do not go past 150 meters. And one of the liberties that chased me down at the beginning of the match makes a return, and now I'm worried. But that fire saves me from having to shoot him one more time and doesn't give him another opportunity to put a round into me. So I stay at 400 hit points. So I'm still able to take a risk and immediately lose that risk from not the Barask, but the heavy tank that I didn't realize was looking. There he is. Did not realize the car OP, whatever. What is it, 88? What's the tier 7's name? I don't know. I just glanced at it. Yeah. And now he's dead, though. And it's 4-1. And we won this game. And again, you might not think, 3,000 damage in this tank is much. But I provided very important map positioning, spotting, and took care of some tanks that could have done something. That STA-2 had a lot of hit points to play with. That T-77, after he killed the M6, would have had a lot more hit points to play with had I not been alive still. And that Liberty probably threw his life away because he was mad seeing that I was still alive after getting away from him at the beginning of the map. It's very important to keep yourself alive. If you're in a situation where running is the only option, take it. And now luckily I get to outspot this Barask, and I get to help our team take him down for some free damage. If I glance over at the heavy tank, we can see if this Barask could have clutched it out, but we kept both our light tanks alive. That's the important thing. Light tanks are very important to keep alive, and if you can run, run. There's no point in sticking it out, trying to get as much damage in an instance where you think you're going to die. If you can run, run. Keeping yourself alive is very important. Now, would we have lost if I died? It's up to how the team performed if I wasn't alive. Again, remember the numbers mentality. That's a very important thing to always think about is my team going to perform if we're down without me? You don't want to think about that. Just instead, don't die. If you die, you can't help your team. That's basically all I'm trying to say with this video. Again, not the greatest game, but it is an ace tanker. And I have had insane games with that tank. I wish I could have shown off the grenades more, but that's all I have for you today. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.